I love you. There he was standing beside the bus stand. He was out of the queue, so one thing was clear, that he was not waiting for the bus. Though he was holding a lamp post nearby with both hands, he was trembling a little. He was gazing at the lights, which were turning from red to green on the other side of the road, and murmuring something. I love you, then took a deep sigh as if he has seen something. With a broken and trembling voice he utters, "Oh God, I really love her." And there she was behind the flash of traffic light which has turned red. He could not see her face in one look, as her face was behind the vehicles running on road in between, after the lights has turned green. Then in a rage he shouts on the vehicles, leaving the lamp post out of his grip, "Come on, move away." Thank God, once again lights turned red. Now he can see her face coming near to him. Meanwhile he took her snaps with a small camera which he took out of his left pocket. Though his hands were still trembling, he was able to focus the camera on her still face, as she was crossing the road. Before she has reached the bus stand he had already put that camera to the place where it belongs. Now he was trembling and sweating simultaneously. He was still uttering those words, "I love you." But this time even he could not hear what he was saying. She was last in the queue waiting for the bus. And as she turned back, she could notice a person at some distance looking continuously at her. It was him. Still standing beside the bus stand. He was trying to go near to her, but ground beneath him was holding him tight. He could not move his feet. She again turned back and could see him still looking at her with his eyes wide open and lips uttering something. "Yes, it's me. I am coming here from last 11 months and 16 days. It was 1st January 2012 when I saw you here. I know you are hearing me, but you won't talk to me in front of all these people, so I have decided to meet you alone tomorrow. So tomorrow you have to wait for me." Still his voice could not cross his voice box. But he was satisfied that she had heard him. Then came the bus. He was watching her going away from him as she was trudging the path to the entrance of the bus. She gave a last look behind her and noticed him still gazing her. As she entered the bus, tears came out of man's eyes. "Why you have to go every day? Why can't you stay here for me?" He saw her taking seat and without waving his hand says, "Goodbye." Bus started going away. He remained there till the bus has gone away from his sight. This was his routine every evening from 1st January 2012. He enters the room, switches on the light and keeps the camera on the table in the center of his rooms. On the table there were few more snaps lingering, with dust on them. He takes one of the snap in his hand, clears the dust and holding it in both hands, kisses it. He starts talking to himself, "Tomorrow you will come to know how much I love you." He kisses that snap again and then looks on the wall in front. It was all covered with the snaps of his loved one. Loved one who not even knows that she is being loved so obsessionally. Then he turned to other walls. There were faces all around. They were all in different moods. Some smiling, some laughing, some sneezing, some worrying, and gestures goes on. He starts music from a trash-like transistor kept on another table near the wall in front of the entrance of the room. He takes a long breath and sings along with the song. Next day in the evening, she was going alone on a street with huge walls on both sides. As she hears sound of footsteps increasing their intensity, she realizes that someone is following her. She turns back hurriedly and notices that someone was really following her. In a mood to run away, she tries to move as fast as she could, but with high heels as obstruction to his movement. She was not able to do that. She again turns back, and now she could recognize that he is the same man who was gazing at her yesterday. She got frightened so much that could not notice the dismantled road ahead and fell down. She got bruises on her thigh. But without having realized that, she stood up with complete prowess and was ready to run away. She was not able to do that. She again turns back, and now she could recognize that he is the same man who was gazing at her yesterday. She got frightened so much that could not notice the dismantled road ahead and fell down. She got bruises on her thigh. But without having realized that, she stood up with complete prowess and was ready to run away.